What's going on, y'all? It's JD Piquel. Today on the Hard Count, we're going to talk about Texas A&M and Max Johnson allowing them to bounce back. Welcome into the Hard Count, the people's show for every single thing that you know and that you love about college football. It happens here on a daily basis. Nick Brake doing the heavy lifting. You can help drive the show by subscribing to the channel. A quick PSA, we are going live tonight for our first time. Safety net is being packed up and thrown away in the closet for whenever we need to use it next, but we are going live tonight at 7 Eastern, 6 Central. So if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, would encourage you to do so to make sure you don't miss it. We're going to recap everything that happened during yesterday's college football Saturday. One of the bigger games that is worth talking about, we're going to talk about tonight, but we're going to focus on A&M right now. Texas A&M beat Miami at home in Kyle Field, 17-9. Now you say, okay, That's good. I mean, A&M was favored in that game. Props to them. I'm assuming you didn't hear what happened last week, because last week App State came into that very same stadium and took Texas A&M to the cleaners. Cleaners is probably a strong word. They upset them, right? App State, great program, shouldn't be beating A&M. A&M did not bring the juice. So Jimbo Fisher, who I'm sure watches this program, watches the program and says, okay, you know what? They got a point. We're going to go ahead and play Max Johnson over Haynes King. And the offense was not necessarily anything to be overly excited about. The offense didn't score in spades. It wasn't a night and day difference. But Max Johnson allowed this offense to have more direction, looked more confident, looked like they had just more of a cohesiveness about themselves. There's still problems on the offensive line. You still need probably even better quarterback play than what Max Johnson gave you last night to get to your ultimate goals of playing for New Year's Six bowl games and things of that nature. However, Max Johnson gave this offense a spark last night, and it was evident he is the best choice for you at Texas A&M. Last night, 10 for 20, 140 yards, a touchdown, 0 interceptions. The most crucial thing was the third down percentage. They went from being 25% on third down to 33% on third down this week as opposed to last week with Max Johnson at quarterback. It's not an overwhelmingly exciting number. It needs to be higher. But to have that kind of improvement from week to week with Max Johnson is a very big deal. The best way that I could describe this situation in terms of having Haynes King at quarterback and Max Johnson at quarterback, we got to go back to the car metaphor, right? If you're driving in a residential and Haynes King is behind the wheel, you start to feel concerned that you're going to crash the car. You're concerned you're going to crash the car and you're not going to get it from A to B. Now keep in mind, it's a residential. You don't need to be whipping it around the block. We don't need you going 80. We don't need you doing donuts, making sharp turns. With Max Johnson, he's not doing that, obviously. He's not able to really put the pedal to the metal. The offense wasn't scoring 40. However, stopping at stoplights, taking what the defense gives him, at the very least, he's not going to crash the car. And to expand on that, it's a really nice car at Texas A&M. This defense, God bless them, bent, didn't break last night, only allowed 9 points. A lot of playmakers on this team. You were without Evan Stewart last night, didn't matter. Devon A-Chain went nuts. Anaya Smith was impact at the very least. A lot of playmakers on this team. A lot of exciting things about this car, a lot of capabilities. You just need your driver to not crash. And credit to Max Johnson, he proved he's capable of doing that. Now, I expect him to take steps forward. I expect this offense to take steps forward under him. Very much issues on the offensive line. Problem that I know Jimbo Fisher is happy to solve in a win rather than a loss. But all that's to say, Max Johnson allowed this team to bounce back from losing to a group of 5 team to beating one of the better programs, in my estimation, in the ACC in Miami. And Jimbo stated, no such thing as an ugly win. No such thing as a bad win. We'll take all of them. So for Max Johnson in this program, phenomenal job. Having a gut check kind of game in College Station, back against the wall, all that chatter all week long. Max Johnson's your guy going forward. And he proved that last night in Kyle Field against Miami. So that's it for us here on the Hard Count. We appreciate you tuning in. Again, we are live as live gets tonight at 7 Eastern, 6 Central. We want you along for the ride. It's live. You never know what's going to happen. So we'll see y'all then. We're going to keep the party rolling. We will see y'all next time. Hey y'all, thanks so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel here to make sure you don't miss an episode of The Hard Count. Also be sure to check out other videos on the On3 YouTube channel.